Should Jax have told Opie the entire truth in the season 4 finale about Rico, etc., needing Clay alive? 392 votes. And we've got two options. Yes, he's his best friend. And no, he had to keep it quiet. Romeo told him, you tell anyone, we crush your club. You just gotta squash that hate, son, because if Clay goes away, you go away. And so do the rest of all your brothers. And that includes Opie, so you better not tell Opie, specifically Opie. But Jax, he abides by this. He doesn't tell anyone, not a soul, apart from his wife-to-be, Dr. Tara Knowles. And the problem for me is, it's like, how does he expect Opie, right, in all seriousness, to sit at the table knowing what he knows, but not the complete truth? Like, Jax is like, we need to keep Clay alive, but, like, he has to tell me. If Jack says we need to keep him alive in here, I've found out that not only did he kill Piney, he put the hit on Tara, and he apparently he's killed JT. I think if Opie knew that Jax was willing to sit at the table despite knowing all that, and the Piney death, and beating up Gemma, etc., I think Opie would almost let it slide. But Opie can't sit at the table with Clay not really knowing anything. Like, he thinks Jax has betrayed him. He's like, what the fuck? We don't want this deal to happen. He's like, we need it to happen. He should have told him it. We've got 5 comments to get through. Heavy Metal Thunder. Damn, it's a long comment. Yeah, I think Jax should have told Opie about everything, because then he could have kept things from getting out of control. If Jax keeps this to himself, which he did, then he can't keep Opie from trying to kill Clay. Opie doesn't know about Rico. Why would he care if Clay lives or dies? Opie wants revenge at this point. If Opie knew everything ahead of time, Jax wouldn't have to worry about the IRA gun deal, because Clay wouldn't have been shot by Opie. Clay is healthy and can still work with Gale, and Jax and Opie have both respect from the club. Both of them together could keep everybody in line so things could go smoother. Jax and Opie would tell the club eventually. Then the two agents, Romeo and Luis, threatens to bring down the club. Jax tells anyone about the gun deal. But why would Jax have to keep this to himself? Jax wouldn't have said anything anyway, but shouldn't have the feds had everything on the club through wiretaps? I'm confused, because we're never shown throughout the series that the clubhouse is bugged, and Gemma's house. The club had important meetings in those places. Why is everything kept on the down low with threats of all this evidence being brought out against the club? But we're not shown what they're used to get that specific evidence against the MC. Do you think they were being bugged the whole time, and we, the audience, weren't supposed to know? No, absolutely. No, it's not. Like, they were only bugged in the sense of CIA, like, Potter. Like, let's be real, right? They knew the deal was happening through Juice, and then they got history with Otto to establish the Rico. They didn't need to bug the clubhouse. Like, the other crimes are irrelevant. As long as they've got Sam Crowell for dealing with the cartel and the IRA, it doesn't matter about the stacks of bodies that have piled up. I get the argument, I get the point, but they didn't need to bug the clubhouse, and it never was bugged. There was no reference to it. And I think it's interesting to see, like, certain shows that go down the bugged route and certain shows, like, that don't. Like, if you look at The Sopranos, like, Tony does not want to, like, talk to anyone. Maybe when he talks to them, he has the tumble dryer on, or he'll use a payphone even in later seasons. Like, most of the communication doesn't go directly through Tony, it goes through other people. But in Sons, I feel like their clubhouse is their clubhouse, and that they're willing to do whatever they want at that point, at the end of the day. Mayhem Bear says, Opie would have lived if Jax told him the truth in the season 4 finale. Yep, I agree with that. Opie discovers the truth, and it's realistically too late when he's inside. Ottawa says, this is a hard one, honestly, because I don't know. If I have to choose, I'd probably say they had to keep it quiet, but that is also not nice to his friend. It's not nice. But as Jax told Juice, he told Chibs, we always have a choice. And Juice says he didn't have a choice. Jax is like, we always have a choice. Well, Jax had a choice, and he betrayed his best friend for me here. Jeff Dollar says, no, he had to keep it quiet until he got to the point where they're out from under it. And that is our comments. I think we have one more that's, for some reason, hiding. Hurricane Paro, because he's a pussy, that's why. Around this time, he started to become more tough and chicken at the same time. I don't know why we continuously watch the series since he cut his hair, lol. If that's the case, then why didn't he do that in the first place? No sense at all. When was the last time we seen Jack Sparrow cut his hair to look different? Yeah, I mean, I think Jack's just cut his hair because it's prison, and most people that go into prison would cut their hair. Now, not everyone does. Like, you've seen Tig and Bobby didn't cut their hair, but in prison, most people get skis, number ones. So I'm not too bothered about that hurricane. But anyway, guys, there's a hurricane coming through.